Hello YouTube, and welcome to another online commentary battle. In this battle I'm going to bring you the battle I promised, well I didn't promise but I mentioned about it. In this battle I'm going to show you maybe what way to use Egypt. Now the rules weren't actually CWB, but well maybe they were, I can't remember. Yeah, I think they might have been, and this guy cheated. I can't really remember, but anyway, yeah, I play as Egypt, and I have brought 5 units of Pharaoh's guards. I think they're gold with 3 chevrons. I think all my troops have 3 chevrons. I can't remember. I've got 6 Pharaoh's bowmen, gold. 1, 2. 6, 7. I think I have 6. I've definitely bow chariots somewhere, or something like that. I think I have 6 chariots and 2 archer chariot things. So yeah, my plan was to use Egypt to its best ability, which is it's a skirmishing faction. So I brought as many missiles as I could. Now, just to show how effective this can be, I'm showing you this battle because A, it's raining, and B, it's against Rome, who has extremely armoured troops. As you can see, this guy has brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 10 units of urban cohorts. Gold with a couple of chevrons, no doubt. And 4 units of Praetorian Cav. Gold with a couple of chevrons, and 3 units of heavy onagers. I'm pretty sure the rules were CWB, and this guy cheated. Anyway, I used my chariots ineffectively there. I tried to take out his onagers, but that didn't work out too well. But it did lure his cav in, to which I sent in most of my flanking force of chariots in, and I absolutely massacred his Praetorian cav. So that gave me free rein on mobility, which is absolutely key when you're a skirmishing faction like this. So I'm just pouring in missiles here. He must have got a few shots on my Pharaoh's guards. Yeah. Anyway, I think since I neutralized his cav advantage, well, it wasn't really an advantage, it was more of a deterrent. I'm just starting to take out these onagers, which you can see does quite a good job. So yeah, that gives me free rein to move my troops, and I'm just moving my archers here, and I'm also moving my the bow chariots here in to get some nice flanking shots. When against a faction like Rome, you're not going to do any damage if you shoot at them from the front. However, you will do some nice damage if it's in the flank, and a lot better damage if it's in the rear. So really, I should have even moved more round to the flank, because even if he did decide to chase me, my chariots will definitely outrun him, and my archers should definitely outrun him. So that is the major advantage with a faction like Egypt. So I'm just going to use as much of my bows as I can. As you can see, I was targeting the general unit, and he decided to turn them. So just when a person does that, just concentrate on another unit, like I did here. He done the same there, so I started focusing on this unit and I think this blob in here. So yeah, I'm just starting to reposition my chariots here to the flanks. So as you can see, here's just an overview. He's absolutely encircled, so the only troops that he feels like he's going to get anywhere near is my Pharaoh's guards, which main purpose was to hold the infantry body once all my arrows were extinguished, so I could then send in my chariots. So once I saw this, I start repositioning my chariots again just to close in this sort of box around him, and to negate his Pila I advance my men. Now once he does that, I decide to send in a few chariots here, and I launch the remaining chariots in. This was probably well, I'm not quite sure if you'd count this as a mistake, but the mistake was leaving them in there, because as you can see, I ripped shreds out of the middle rank, and I'm taking a right bit of chunk out of them. But if you can see here, there's a lot of chariots lying dead there, so I probably should have rushed them in, let them tear out a bit, then rush them straight out, so that the spikes on the edge of their chariots gets used to its best ability. But meanwhile, I'm taking shots into the flank of all these Romans. He kindly moves his troops all in one big bunch, so it makes my shooting a lot easier. Another mistake of mine was leaving my guys on tight formation. They shouldn't have been on tight formation, since my enemy had no missiles, and once I neutralized his onagers, I should have put them back into tight formation. It would improve their accuracy. However, once they're point blank like this, that isn't really that much of an issue. So I move in all my pikemen except for this unit for some reason. I mustn't have saw it. But yeah, that was probably my main mistake, leaving my chariots in like that. Chariots are best at moving in and out, so that's probably a major fault of mine. But once my opponent decided to get rid of his mobility like that, and depend on stationing his men near these heavy onagers, that gave me the advantage. So even if the rules aren't CWB, or even if your opponent cheats and brings these bad boys, which, can you believe this? 3 men remaining and they can operate this thing. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, as you can see, his men's quite well whittled down, and I decide to move my men into to get flanking shots. And surprisingly, this Pharaoh's Guard has lasted really long. So I turn on the Flaming Arrow ability, which will induce panic into the Romans. And as you can see, I sent in these Pharaoh's bowmen, which are actually pretty good in melee. I think they're the best archers for melee as well. So that instantly routed a unit, and I didn't notice that they fired on that unit, so I think I redirected their fire now. Even if I didn't bring Pharaoh's Guards, I probably would have still won it, but they were part of my strategy to hold the Romans, and give my chariots time to attack a thick blob, which they are best at, because they'll rip it to shreds. But if it's too big of a blob, they'll get stuck and they'll be easily chopped down, so just remember that. So you're not the only ones that will be learning from this battle. I learned a good few things. So there goes another one, thanks to the Flaming Arrows. Usually heavily upgraded urbans, even with chevrons, will last a hell of a long time. I think they should last to the last man, but that fire really does help. Oh no, I thought I accidentally flamed my guy. So these little Egyptian boys are prematurely celebrating when there is regrouped on it heavy onagers, artillerymen, boys, thingy-majiggies, which my man didn't take kindly to them running away from the battlefield just to sneakily come back and man their post. As you can see, they got quite a nice shot off there, but surprisingly 3 men got back up. So really, there's no point in bringing onagers unless you're going to bring them in high quantities. So really, don't get too worried if you see these things. It will help if you take them out early, but really they're very inaccurate, and for the price of them, they're not going to do you much damage, to be honest. So yeah, I played as Egypt. That was a semi good way of using them, and I got 282 kills, and my opponent, Caliber 342, got 205 kills. So that was a good game. I enjoyed using Egypt. I don't usually use skirmish factions, but I will every so often. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.